Tonight, football player Henry Ruggs III wheeled into court to face justice.
This is the case of the state of Nevada versus Henry James Ruggs III.
The wide receiver fired from the Las Vegas Raiders wearing a neck brace, charged with multiple felony counts, including a DUI in the fatal high-speed crash. The police report on the fiery wreck saying Ruggs was driving at 156 miles per hour.
Miles?
Yeah, for everyone who's not in America, you want to do the conversion, miles to kilometers?
That's like 240. But have you seen where the cars were? That was in the city.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
With a blood alcohol level twice Nevada's legal limit, before slamming into another vehicle, killing a woman and her pet.
Defendant's vehicle struck the rear of the victim vehicle with such violent force that it ignited the fuel tank. 23-year-old female occupant and her dog died as a result of the fire.
The wreckage and cones showing the erratic turns the car made before impact. The judge remarking extreme speed was involved.
I cannot recall a speed that high in my career on the bench.
Judge Bonaventure rejected the prosecutor's request for $1 million bail. Ruggs' bail set for $150,000 and the highest level of electronic monitoring. He was also ordered to abstain from alcohol and other controlled substances.
Tony Rodriguez did not hesitate, jumping right in, trying to save a life.
I thought for sure we were going to be able to do something. The fire was so small at that time, and it grew fast, really fast. There was one person here with the fire extinguisher, a county worker. That didn't work, it wasn't enough. It was just so fast.
She was still breathing.
Everything we tried, it wasn't working. And the fire just grew so fast, and she was actually still alive. You can hear her breathing, and she had her seatbelt on, and I was trying to cut that away, and I just couldn't. And I was trying to do everything I could, for her, and trying to grab them by the shoulders and pull them out, and that wasn't working. They were pinned. The seatbelt was on. The airbags were in our way. The door was jammed. It was.
Minutes seemed like hours.
It had been at least maybe more than 10 minutes. And it felt like a lifetime. I mean,
Rodriguez wished he could have done more. The pain of a life lost, so hard to take.
I'm sorry. I tried everything I could, and my friend as well. I'm sorry.
It's something he'll never forget.
You said you had her blood on your hands?
Yeah, after noticing that's when I had actually left the scene, and I went home to go pray for her. Asked my girlfriend to pray. He got released though.
I think so, on bail, $150,000.
Must be nice to have all that money. My son wanted to go to the stadium and watch a football game, and I was going to go for a concert next year, and I don't think I'm going to go.
So you're permanently going to have just like terrible feelings about anything Allegiant, anything Raiders.
Yeah. I still haven't slept since the accident. It's just horrific,
First off, to the reporter who's trying to instigate something.
That's the reporters, man. That's the reporters.
So you're not going to feel anything positive about really? A man just lived through something super traumatic, and you're trying to find out who he got beef with? You know what I'm saying? There was just something distasteful about the line of questioning to me.
You know, one thing is that I find like the reporters nowadays are really not reporters. They're really influencers. Trying to instigate shit, that's what they're doing. That's really what they're doing. It's not, the job changed, man. The job changed. But it's really, I feel you on this one.
So the man in question, Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs he was recently drafted by the Oakland Raiders, projected to go really far in his NFL career, doing really well for himself, a young man. And he made this terrible decision. And it's interesting how that recklessness, right? Because he had a woman with him in his car, and they got into this accident. Both of them survived. The other woman who was in the other car, and the dog, died. It's interesting how much that one decision branches out to everybody, right? It's like she dies. The people who try to save her are scarred, traumatic, right? You can't sleep. You can tell like the amount of guilt, right? Survivor's guilt is a real thing. And then her family who lost her, whoever she's connected with, losing that, and then he's no able to provide for his family. It's like
it's
big time decision.
Yeah, it escalates quickly,
and there's just nothing positive about it. It's incredibly tragic.
We were chilling on one of my rides with different boys. Right, it was a bike night, and we went from one point to another point. and we was driving. At some point, I was in my T-Rex, and the guys were on their two wheels. And at some point, the guy starts tracing. After that, they told me that they thought they saw the cops, but I was like, okay, so what, bro?
Tracing?
That means that they
zooming.
They zoom, right? I stayed back. I'm like, I let them go. But I was following one of the motherfuckers. At some point, he goes like his wheel goes like that, and he keeps on going like that. While he was chasing on his bike, he caught a flag. It's not even necessarily the others sometimes. Sometimes it's your own bike. You go fast, you didn't do the maintenance on your chain snapped, you're in the middle of the road, you don't have all that. It's crazy. And then you have, we live in Montreal, so we have the roads, how fucked up they are. They don't maintain it like other places. And then there's other drivers that are, speed is something.
Speed kills, right?
No, speed has never killed someone. It's stopping very abruptly that does.
That's what we're saying.
But yeah, speed does.
Being an adult is not an easy thing. We say it all the time, right? It comes with a lot of privileges.
But, ooh.
Uncle Ben says it, right?
The accountability.
Also comes with a lot of responsibilities. And I have no problem with him being held accountable for his decision. He's an adult. He made an adult decision. And it had adult consequences. And so he should suffer adult repercussions. We are not saying anything that hasn't already been said, right? In regards to don't drink and drive. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had to tell people this, how many times I've had to slap keys out of people's hands. So, like, friends of mine who's trying to go home drunk. I'm like, bro, let me pay. Even when I was, like, struggling, let me pay. Because this is stupid. Okay? And I hope that you guys who are watching at home also take this in. You have people who love you. Maybe you don't want to hurt others. Don't do it. If you see your friends doing it, don't tell them not to. Try to stop them if you can.
It's crazy because from what I understand, when you drink, the people that drink and drive, when you drink, you get into this phase where you good. That's the thing. Your judgments get very impaired. You know what I mean? It's not just everything else. It's your judgment. And you really think you're good. You really think you can do this. You really think, you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. Every people that I had to slap the keys from their hands, they really think they're fine. They really think they're okay. What?
I'm the opposite. I think I'm fucked up. I'm like, nah, nigga, I can't walk straight.
Is it because you don't do it as often?
You see me when I was on stage all fucked up? I was like, nigga, I'm fucked up. I'm very aware of the fact that my body's not moving the way it's supposed to move.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it's because I dance. Maybe it's nothing. There's something weird where you do a coordinated step and you're like, ooh, wait.
But I don't think it's about that.
Me neither. But my whole point is, I think people, the way that they behave when they consume alcohol varies from person to person. I could never do the whole drinking and driving thing because every time I've ever gotten drunk, I've always been like, I can't do it. Right? So I think it just varies from person to person.
But you think I don't think it's really about the fact that they know or they don't know that they're moving. They know. It's like, when you have your dad or someone or a friend that's on the couch and they're like, you change the channel because these motherfuckers sleeping. And like, I ain't sleeping. Bruv, you know you're sleeping. I know you. You're doing the whole... I know you're sleeping.
No, I wasn't sleeping.
I was sleeping.
What happened in the movie?
But it's the same MO when you're drunk. It's not about not knowing that. It's really another thing that they know they can do this. Or, no, I'm not sleeping. No, I was not this. No, I was not that. I'm not sleeping. No, I'm good. No, I could do this. No, you know. You know you're sleeping. So it's just, and I think that alcohol amplifies that. And then so really, all it is to say that I really don't have the answer to that. I don't know how many times we have to say it and stuff like that. I'm not saying that we're immune to that and everything and stuff that cannot happen to me or whatever, but it's decisions. Decisions. It's a sad fucking story.
Yeah, and, I'm not gonna get into like what drives a person to do that because I think there's so many permutations as to reasons why. Could be anger. Could be you wanting control. It could be you wanting to be reckless and self-harm.
Ego.
It could be ego. It could be a various amount of things. And I can't sit here and kind of analyze like the psychology of why someone would do it. I just tell y'all at home, don't do it. Don't. especially if you know that you're prone to really terrible decisions when you drink. Maybe you don't drink. That's something a lot of you also have to acknowledge.
Yeah.
Not everybody can handle everything. Not everybody should smoke weed.
No.
Okay? Not everybody should drink alcohol.
Nope. That's
Okay.
a fact.
And so knowing that, I would just tell you guys just to try to be responsible, right? Because there's a lot of people counting on you. There's a lot of people counting on other people that you may hurt. And I think we could all do our part in that regards by just ensuring that, because there's so many people who die from drinking and driving every single day. Yeah. Every single day. People drink and get behind the wheel. You know what's interesting? There was a young lady that was in the car with him.
Yeah.
What if she told him not to drive?
We'll never know.
But you know what I mean? It's like hypothetical, okay? I'm not saying this is their case. I don't know. Me personally, if I'm with my girl and she's drinking and she gets behind the car, bitch, we not going nowhere. Neither are you. That's not going to happen.
That's not happening.
And this man had like twice the legal limit, apparently, in terms of alcohol blood level.
He was all fucked up.
So the people around him, if you see that your boy or your girl you're compromised, you also got to get in on that.
But also...
If you care. If you care.
But also, alcohol works in mysterious ways. So if you drink, you drink. And you're not twice the limit when you leave the bar. It's by the time it hits you. You know what I mean? But by that time, you already drank. You know what I mean? He was not at zero when he left the bar. So if you see your people, just don't do it. It's really this. Just don't do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of bring this up and share the story with you guys. And to the man.
And it's something I got to talk.
Just for the man. So, you know, the man who you could tell is clearly severely affected by what he saw.
And I got to tell myself that as well.
Yeah.
It's something that we all have to tell ourselves. I'm not saying that like coming from a high point, like I'm better than all you. It's something I got to tell myself as well. Because it's very dangerous from my part, because you see me drink. It doesn't affect me as much. But everybody could have a bad day. You didn't really drink. You didn't really eat or whatever, whatnot. You have to be aware of that. And it's really a question. It's really serious.
Yes, I agree. All right. Well, listen, that's it for us in today's video. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We want to hear from you.